Spend my own money to bring him to power because we thought the wrong yesterday was going to be right today.
Yeah.
I had no regret to vote against one person here. But the people that are brought to power will regret why I had to vote for them Indian people. This country is a better place and will be a better place.
Yes, sir.
Because there's money in the country that we can live for. We don't need money from outside.
So,
but we don't want to empower people here. We say that as lawmakers, we have become lawbreakers. We have become criminals. We put all the money in the budget for ourselves and leave them out. I want to challenge some of your lawmakers. Some people say they want this senator. They're breaking all the law. The law you mean breaking the law, but you want to go up. You know why people want to go up? Because they want to increase the time. They say they are too short. You cannot be a cancer, then you want to run through. You cannot be a lawmaker that disrespecting the law that we made ourselves. Then you say you want this senator, and then you waste your time. Nobody here can be for the government economy. But when we kill people, it's not happening and it will never happen. The only thing they are there for, when last people go there, government kill and say, "Sanctify people." Don't know what lawyers say, give me one person and one way in talk. But they sit down over there in point their family protocol in need water. And the person that needs water, and the person sanctify person the water. We implore our family because some people are happy. Because it is the time to be happy. It is no party time when the country is not better. It is every party time when the country is better. And we give this as a challenge to all of you people. 2029, we may be on the ballot for the presidency. Where we will come here and say, you people will have to appoint a commissioner for sacrifice. They are educated people. It's not about education. It's about how well you govern the people. They are people that got degrees, they know nothing. The only person with Indian people that we can't achieve nothing from. Our marketeers will come to power. In every country, at least 2 million employees for marketeers, printing runners, and younger boys to empower themselves. The money is there, but everything is long before carrying the benefit out. Because we are close.
Tell Joseph Boga to forget about Yaka Koluba.
what is Baladino Yaga Koluba?
Tell Yaka Koluba. So Yaka Koluba, you are not letting you talk. You forsake yourself. Yaka Koluba, Yaka Koluba, Korea. You are saying a lot of Yaka Koluba. So to them, and you know who names them out there, Yaka Koluba, and I'm going to walk for Yaka Koluba there. Yes.
Okay. Anything you want to say for that before we leave you?
Thank you so much.
Hello.
That's why you made mistake, brother. I heard you like absolutely after the whole election, if you hear my preaching, most Sunday, you will conclude that you're right. Will you rescue as a military after winning? Just after they didn't answer my phone.
To the country when you are not able to rescue your own finances. 12 years as vice president, we have to be begging for money. All of this raising money to sustain you. What comes as vice president? It shows your campaign. It's a dysfunctional government led by people who have got this life which we created. Have in the life out of now. Nothing when you're out of yourself. The way you open yourself, think about it. Call us insignificant. When you were a political nobody after 2017, and we resurrected that dead political carcass of yours, show us ingratitude and wickedness. We are falling out with George here. We did. Fundamental. The issues about which we disagree with us, we are still issues that we're concerned about. But we're not here to give you power so that you turn it over to Jeremiah Quinn, Prince Johnson. Gerard was my grandson. If he wishes to run for president, it is his right to run for president. But to hide behind he and his war, his mass murdering, fanatical, deranged, unstable war. We're not going to give the country to a war of terror. He's Johnson in this country. Ellie used him to counter power. George, we are used him to. But neither Ellie nor we have brought Prince Johnson this close as you, Joe Walker, have brought him.
One more freedom for one more freedom for
Oh, yes, indeed. What a great day. What a wonderful opportunity it feels. A pleasant good morning to all of you, friends. Folks and fellow Liberians in Radio Land. A pleasant good morning to yet another exciting conversation on the nation's premier breakfast platform, the Freedom Morning Rise on Freedom 87.9. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Liberia. Good morning, just wherever you are this morning on our voice. Welcome to yet another great conversation about the issues that matter to Liberia's growth and development. And of course, as always, there are too many things to talk about, lots of things happening in the country. Good morning to our friends, our fans, our followers, and those of you in the diaspora. It's always a good thing to have you join us for breakfast. Oh, yes, indeed. this great land of liberty by God's command. Blessed with good men and women. But has unfortunately landed in the hands of criminals. This is what we have on our hands right now. They're stealing our natural resources. They're stealing our jobs. They're giving our ministry functions to Lebanese. They're giving our work permit contract to Indians. Giving our borderland to Guinea. Well, what kind of people is this? We told you all from the beginning. You just didn't listen. Even Charles Taylor time, when there was war and instability, and nobody dare encroach on the land. We're doing Julie Bryant interim government. Nobody entered to take any land, whether reclaim or claim. Nobody did that. Ellen Johnson Shirley, who was a woman, nobody dare touch Liberia's land. Oh my God, where did we go wrong? How did we manage to live peacefully and with harmony with our neighbors, and everybody respected the boundaries, live together side by side? Even George Manawiya, who they said was a footballer, he became president and protected and maintained the territorial integrity of Liberia for 6 years, only for Liberia to turn the corner to Sleepy Joe. Then they started mining and stealing minerals in the People River. And today, from the look of things, from report we are getting, we have almost lost control of the Solomba port of entry. And as we are told, our reporters in Foya area, that the Liberia Immigration Service, the border security guards, put in right now, they are stationed at the Liberia Immigration Border. You know the border, the immigration checkpoint is inside, and so that is where they are now. It's about 3 to 5 minutes drive, something like that, right? Or ride or motorbike from the Solomba border. And the Guinean soldiers slept in charge of the Solomba port of entry. Least to talk about the Makona River. Baka has failed himself once more. All is not lost, Liberia. There is no war there. Nobody is shooting. Nobody is doing anything. Right? Just what we are telling you is what that's going on. But all is not lost. We'll have a good president. We'll have a president. A deal will come. Liberia will try him. We'll send beautiful negotiators, responsible people. Now mineral rogues. The mineral rogues have filled the country. Oh yes, indeed. What kind of people they so Caesar Gata plays it very right. And when they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters. And when they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when it came their time, they changed their mind. They turn to mineral grabbers,
They change their mind.
illicit miners.
What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters.
They're giving our lands out.
People they so.
What kind of people they so?
What are you
The Unity Party, Pupu Water Dancer,
freedom fighter you
criminals,
children.
rogues,
Freedom fighter you destroy.
abusers.
I
That's all they know how to do.
hear you.
But folks, a pleasant good morning, man.
Yo,
It's good to be here on the beautiful
Ayo. Ayo.
on a very beautiful Wednesday morning. It's midweek in Monrovia. There's so many things to talk about, lots of things to talk about. The government of Liberia has, at long last, after all of the pressure, issued statement. They've bowed down. And we told you, folks, we are here to give you nothing but the truth.
When they were
They've come out.
they were
They've
liberators.
agreed.
When they were
Yes, indeed, it was all about land grab. It was all about mining. So imagine if somebody was going to die over there, like we've been saying.
they change their mind. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters.
That was simply going to happen because a few elements,
You freedom fighter.
and we keep hearing the name of Tomo Fala and Sakila Numale
Stand our country.
having a company. How a company that have gone to build roads
Ayo.
turned to a mining company
Ayo.
to start mining and put dredge, illegal dredge on the water. Then they started confusing our people and making it to know that it was a land issue, blah, 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 and put our people at risk.
Ayo.
But we have some stories. This morning, as always, we've done to bring you the necessary clarity and facts around the issues and happenings in the country. We've told you consistently that this government is a rogue government. They keep proving us right. I know some of you don't like it, but you will, of course, enjoy it. All the president before, nobody regime, they took land, piece of land, kini land, you not take it from Liberia. So you bring your finting president, sleepy Joe. There go our Solomba port of entry. There goes my baby. But anyway, folks, another blunder in the investigation of Samuel Jackson in relation to the death of his wife. We've seen unprecedentedly the police have released Samuel Jackson, Sam Jackson. Remember, this is a homicide case, and it is so real that a person gets invited, elevated from the status of a person of interest to that of a suspect in a homicide case, and then the person gets released to their lawyer. That is unprecedented. We have never seen that before. And of course, Gregory continued to demonstrate that he is absolutely incompetent, unprofessional, partisan bigot. That's exactly what it is. This is a shame and disgrace. But again, it's good to be here. My name is Abu Sharif, fearless, bold, and uncompromising. It always feels good to be here. This and every other morning. The shape and size of the conversation for you. Straight up to 10 o'clock this morning. Let's take a buzz of our theme song, and of course, when we come back, we go straight into our conversations right here on the big station, Freedom 87.9.
Music.
International musical. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't tell law in your hands for the right authority. That it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us. Bring it safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see you must talk enemy, you check. You wait for your safety. If you see don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it, crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it, crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it, crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is the official sponsor of the Freedom Money Rise on Freedom 87.9. And yes, indeed. So this is it. They say the Ministry of Information folks yesterday were okay, 13 minutes ago, as we reported, the Guinean soldiers are still at the Solomba port of entry. So, good morning, welcome. Let's bring you some. Let's bring you a few comments from those of you following. Let's do that quickly. Let's recognize some of you are followers. Okay, let's do that quickly. So please share the comment, share the show, and drop your comments. At least let's make the work interactive. Let's get involved. You already get the lineup, so drop your reaction. And also, we're going to talk more about CAF's decision for those of you, the football followers. You remember the African Cup of Nations that was just held and concluded in Morocco, where Senegal won. But then again, in the dying minute of the game, there was a scene, where the Senegalese protested a late minute penalty that was awarded, and then they walk out of the stadium. It became a scene. When they walk out, after several appeal, Pape Diaw, is that the name of the Senegalese coach? Yeah, Pape Diaw. He urged his players out of the field how to take the sportsmanship of Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane to move in and call the guys out, demonstrating professionalism, and of course, he managed to get them out. They continued the game. Senegal won the game when Raheem Diaz of Real Madrid and of course Morocco missed the Penanka or Pinanka or whatever he was trying to kick, but he missed the penalty actually. And then the game went into extra time. Senegal emerged a 1-0 winner of the match and got awarded the trophy. Afterward, CAF and the organizers came out with some punishment and fines. They fined Pape Diaw, they fined the Senegalese national team, and they fined some the FA of the Moroccan FA for attitude demonstrated by some of the fans and all of that. So 50 plus days later, the Confederation of African Football and the organizer of the tournament have come to say that Senegal attitude violated some of the tournament rules. They violated the tournament rules by walking out. So they've slapped the Senegalese by withdrawing the winners' medal or taking the prize from them, and now declaring Morocco as the winner of the 2026, right? 2026 African Cup of Nations finals. That means Senegal is no longer going to be recorded as the winner of the AFCON for this year. Rather, it's going to be Morocco. So they are forfeited, right? At the same time, the Senegalese FA has reportedly said that they will take an appeal to the CAF. How you call that investigative panel that they have, right? Board of Appeal, right? Or whatever. The sport. Thomas Kojo Rolat. Maybe we'll call Thomas tomorrow to explain it for you so you understand, because he has control of all of the sporting jargons. So, but yeah, that's exactly what it is. So we as football fans, what do we think? I open the phone line, maybe I take 10 calls, and to hear after, let's say 2 months, right? And then CAF say Senegal is no longer the champion, or rather it's Morocco. Is that decision fair? I thought they had already imposed penalties on the people. How come again they came back? Or were those initial punishment? What is that going to mean for the beautiful game? Some people say, oh yeah, it's good. The law is the law. The law is the law, and that the Senegalese should take it in good faith and move on, so that next time they'll discipline themselves very well. They'll understand the rules of the game. No matter how angry you become, right? What about those who participated and didn't even make it to the finals, right? So no matter what happened, you have to live and play by the rules of the game. But other people say, okay, playing by the rules of the game, we realized we came back on the field and then we played the match, we won the match, and then we were awarded, we get punished, we pay our fines. Then how come you're coming back? It's bias. What do you think? We'll find out. But let's, this is Daki Anderson. He says, good morning. I'm following from Claratown. Elizabeth A. Thomas, good morning. I'm watching from Seatown. Jeremy Due, watching live. Lee, this is Lee L. Lee. You say, I can work you. Okay, I don't know what she means. This is Koboy Wido. Good morning, Freedom FM. I am following from Kakata, Margibi County. Thanks a lot. Peter Emmanuel, good morning, Abu. Venetia Junior Bar, watching you from Niku Town. James Lamy, good morning, brother Abu. Good morning. Akin T. Scott, sorry. I'm following from India. I'm way there. India is the world's noisiest country. They're very noisy. Oh, you didn't know that? The Pokemon noise. They get NGOs. They get advocacy for quiet you in there. Oh, people who are there advocating for quiet you, and they get rape advocates and gender-based violence. That's what Spakala is doing. They get people in India that advocate exclusively for quiet you. But that's just to let you know. Charles, good morning, Freedom FM family. My name is Charles. Following from Jacob Town. Good morning. This is Freeman Joel. Good morning, Freedom FM. Abraham and Anderson. Good morning, Freedom FM family. I'm following live from GSA Road. Otto G. Johnson Jr. Good morning. I'm following from around the Freeport of Monrovia. Thanks for the show. Our country is in serious trouble. Yes, I agree with you. 100% serious trouble. But unfortunately, I don't know what kind of medicine or juju they play on the country. So a lot of you don't recognize that. But the juju didn't work on some of us. So we can see the danger. We can see everything. And that's what we're telling you every day. Justin Dolo, good morning, Freedom FM family. I am watching from Louisiana Township, to be precise. Powell Town. Thanks for the show. Thanks for following as well. Suwendo, we say good morning to you, Abu M. Sharif. I'm following from Logan Town, Broad Street. Thanks a lot. My name is Saneo Dagose Medgar. Following from Dabola Town, Pokwa District, Grand Cape County. Marceline Flomo, good morning. Abu Stele Boso, a very pleasant greeting to the peace-loving citizens of Mama Liberia, watching live from my residence in Congress City. I'm Stele Boso. We are getting there. Just a matter of time. President Weah is coming back to fix the mess caused by UPIC's rescue purpose, he says. These are not my words. These are the words of a contributor. Okay, so Yake's son. This is Yake's son. I'm watching live from Yake Junction. Oh, you got Yake's son, Yake Junction. Anyway. Amara Jala Kamara. Good morning, Freedom family. I am following live from Brazos as usual. Thanks, Samuel Kofi Woods Jr. from Cardwell. And this is Chris Wooler. Good morning, Abu M. Sharif. I'm watching from Bartonsville, Estate District number 11, Mansa Famula. I'm watching the show from Brussels, Belgium. Thanks a lot. Jonah M. Corley. I'm following from Israel. Jonah, how is Israel? Jonah is joining from where there? Okay, the Israeli has launched both air and ground incursion into Lebanon. I mean, there's a serious situation in Lebanon right now. As we speak, about 1 million people have been displaced in Lebanon. They're fleeing their homes and all of that. You see, this war should not have happened. Lebanon did not, ask for this war, but they got anyway. Good morning, Freedom family. I'm following you guys from Grand Cape Mount County, Gola Corner District, Kinjor. Abraham Kator, Bindu family again. Okay, Benedict S. Kume, Marcus Jida, Cecilia Harry. Who else? You have Isamba, right? You have Jididia Isaac Bayoga Jr., Jefferson DJ, all following and, of course, participating on the show this morning. Keep dropping your comments, share the show, and let's talk. Let's talk. Because that's the power we have. That's the power that God, and, of course, our Constitution has guaranteed for us. That's our inalienable rights. Those are rights that nobody cannot take from us, not even Mr. Boakai, who's attempting to change the law. They're not going to succeed at that, right? They're not going to succeed at that. They're already embarrassing. They're messing up on themselves. They're, the whole government smelling stinks. So mess. And you know what they call mess? They're just messing all over. So the whole government is smelling. Mess up. But folks, okay, so let's talk about the Morocco and Senegal thing. Football followers, what do you think? Is the verdict fair? Is the judgment fair? Right? I know we got a lot of football men that can follow us, and football women that can follow us too. So let's talk small football, and we'll move. Everything can be about Barca and but guess what? The Chelsea fans. I'm not sure if Chelsea fans will call this morning because they're very, very embarrassed right now. They were disgraced. They called themselves world champion. I told them, I said that world champion team, the community cup. I go take community cup. They say, oh, you're world champion. Send it to that world champion team. Anybody can just grab them and flog them. They flog the people 8 home away, 8-2. Even Lone Star can't take that kind of school. Because there's a whole big team passing all around, talking all kinds of things. Chelsea, they get a Chelsea fan there. Can beat them. Chelsea, dog. Then they go take Aglass man, coach. The burger can sit down and be putting Aglass in face. See what forward playing, the Bobby facing Aglass. You say you back, they beating you with it. But like 0776 104 104 086 500 104. CAF now take the trophy from Senegal. For me, trust me, I'm not pleased with that outcome. No. I feel like no, it's not adding up. For what? It's too much. You punish the people already, you find them. How many times? You find them almost almost all of the price they want, because when they take out all the fines from there, then you go back again, you take the people children from there, it makes the game to look ugly. But this is Africa. We're always zigzag on the opposite of things, always zigzag. But anyway, you get other people who have different football knowledge. Let's hear what they think. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the issue of Senegal and Morocco.
Mm-hmm.
We are here in the South how we say all FP committee, because if you wanted to take the action after you walk away, you guys all think to ground Morocco as champion. But you have found the two countries, and on the day you see come by and say that, oh, well, you break the rule of the tournament, you did it for them. It's our fighter here in it. So we the four lovers to have how reserve beyond that.
Okay. Thank you very much. Fahimi disagree. You feel like this is unfair. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Abu.
Good morning.
My name is Robert Louis, and I'm calling from Green Kima County, Gawla District.
Mm-hmm.
Abu, I'm actually frustrated. See, the out match was the game, and the referee was the cause of all the problems. The penalty enough for Senegal was the same kind of penalty he awarded to Morocco. Okay, like you just said, you have found Senegal, the page you found, the coach face found, and then you found the same Morocco offense behavior and the team. Why can't we sort this today? Or to please Morocco, now according to the BBC, some citizens of Senegal in Morocco have been held hostage for what? Why are they doing this all? Or because they are white and we are black? See, once the game is the game, so if they come this way, I mean everything GG around. I don't really know.
Okay, so you think that race building they're doing, right? Okay, good morning.
Good morning, Gondahiga.
Abu Sharif here.
Oh, sorry, I wish you good morning.
Morning.
There's a strange call up on an Adam follower of the program.
Okay.
I call you the money because I have serious interest in that discussion.
And what is your name?
My name is Mr. Zovo.
Okay.
I live on Lane Street.
Go ahead, sir.
I'm also a follower of the football game and that has fan of Arsenal.
Yeah, that Arsenal you go carry that hard, but anyway, everybody get a choice. Right? Sorry.
Oh yeah. Senegal.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should be suspended for all international football for not less than 10 years, in my view.
Oh, really?
Oh yes. To have a national team on an international stage, leaving the field entirely down to the coach, even the spectators intend to leave the field. The players.
But then it has something to do with officiating. Now. You gotta look at officiating decisions. Sometimes prompt these kind of emotional reactions. They just didn't walk out from the blue, but they contested the penalty. They contested the penalty that was awarded. So you want to ask question about the referee decision?
Sherry, if I were in authority, I would even bound the referee for not ending that game 5 minutes later and announce Morocco as a winner and allow this trophy to be dedicated to their honor fee. But to even come back after almost 15 minutes to say I will continue the game, I thought that was a slap in the face of international football. And Senegal should say any or every punishment in this.
So you think the punishment is fair and they deserve even more?
I think the punishment is T-E-N-E-T.
Okay, let's see. Maybe somebody disagrees. Good morning. Good morning. Go ahead, Cedric.
Yeah, to a point. It was not only Senegal have done that in football game. So many what it did to Senegal is not fair.
So who did it before?
Argentina have done it. Doing Senegal, I think that second time doing it.
So when Argentina did it, what did it do to them?
They found them, and they both paid their fine.
So Senegal is too harsh to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but the people say Senegal deserve it though. But anyway, you are saying the guy is saying historically this thing has happened before. So why the cheating Senegal differently? Good morning.
Morning, Abu. Good morning. My name is Ogbechi, and Ogbechi, the morning calling from Senegal, 19th Street.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, Abu, I don't think football will not improve Ghana because of why we support in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
There's nowhere in world football. Football team will be cheated by referees and saying the football fee. Senegal deserve more than that. If I should bouncing up on the phone, they can walk off.
Oh.
I remember Balotelli was playing for Indon Milan.
Mm-hmm.
Indon Milan against Girona.
But isn't Senegal the first team in football history to walk off the pitch?
Yeah. Senegal the first football team on that. The first team to tell that pitch at home. They should ban it for not fast. They will not play any football.
Okay.
There were 2 teams for African football to see who the demo on the football team.
But they punish them and they find the coach, they find the country, then they go by and take the people trophy from there.
It was that enough.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. Okay, God's help, let's hear you.
So let me say thank you this morning. In the first place, the coach of the Senegal national team realized that he went below the belt. You saw Sadio Mane still on the field, encouraging his colleagues to remain there because he is cognizant of the fact that if they walk off the field while the game is still in progress, they are going to forfeit their points, whether they were leading or not. And Article 82 and 84 of the CAF statute gives the right to provide the punishment for them. That is, if the game is still in regulation time and a team walks off the field, that team walking off the field will be, declared the loser by a 3-0 deficit.
But the team did not walk off the field again, right? There were still some players on the field, and then some went in with the coach, and then subsequently they managed to convince those that went in to come out, and they continued the game.
Their action, it took over 15 minutes.
Yeah, but they did not abandon the game entirely. That rule you're quoting talks about abandonment. No. There were other people furious, and then they left the pitch. But subsequently, the rest managed to convince them to came back.
The coach, as the leader of the team, led the team.
But you punished the coach already. Then why are you screaming punishing the people, taking the coach away from them?
Why the Confederation of American Football, doing after because they did what they wanted to do by finding the winning team. But then the FRNF, which is the Federation of Moroccan Football, decided to go to CAF to lodge a formal complaint of the action taken by the Cameroonian national team. Now,
Senegal or Cameroon?
Sorry, Senegal. Senegal is saying that they are going to the CSS, which is the
Code of Arbitration
of Sports, to make an appeal. There, or determination will be made.
And I support it, and I believe that thing will be overturned. It's harsh. I mean, it's harsh. It's unfair.
References will be made to the CAF statute, which renders a decision when it comes to anyone or violating Article 82 and 84.
So, Gozo, I got come and leave you now. When somebody commit crime, you can punish them 2 times. You put the man in jail, then you finish, go put the man in jail.
Even though that is called double jeopardy, but it is left with those who are.
No left for Benny. But anyway, thank you. You know, that's my thing. You already punished the people. You came out, you informed the world that you've punished the people for the action they took. Then you come back months later, you take another action. Good morning.
Yeah, thank you. I am actually calling on District 17.
Go ahead. You're the last football man. I'm calling on the football topic.
It is my first time to disagree with you, brother.
Okay.
The action of Senegal was totally wrong. You said they did not abandon the game because if you scare the coach, who is
if you say they abandoned, then that means the game did not continue. They left. But few of them walked down the tunnel. Few of them walked down the tunnel, but then others managed to convince them they came back on the field.
With the captain, right? At that time when they stopped again, the game was out because he left, the player left and went in the dressing room.
Yeah, but all of the players did not leave. Did all of the players leave? Sadio Mane and a few others were still there.
African football, we have to wake up. Nimakane didn't do nothing but Nimakane. Nimakane should be banned for 10 years. They shouldn't get back. Now the city that fans can't give Senegal for me, Abida, they should only go for 20 years and take the trophy for them, all the players for playing football.
So why you're not supporting your West African brothers? You're supporting the West people.
It's issue about support. It's discipline. It should be discipline, right? Whatever happens, right? Play the games. After everything, you can put this. You can raise grievances to the body of football.
Okay.
And yeah, how it's supposed to be.
Thank you. Thank you for disagreeing with me today, my friend.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, so but that is it. It's gonna be, and that's gonna be the debate, though. It's all over on sport platforms, and people are talking about it and all that. We're having the views. I know my view is a little sentimental because, trust me, I supported Senegal out through the tournament. The attitude was despicable. I mean, to be frank, right? I didn't like it, and I felt that they went, and they went too far. But I'm like, you punish the people, right? So why are you coming back again to want to punish them? Emoka, that one made George Weah president again. Maybe he has some sport opinions. Emoka, let's hear you.
Thank you. For me, I will come from a different side.
Mm-hmm.
If CAF or whosoever that wanted to take that decision should have been taken on the day of the game.
Mm-hmm.
If your rules provide that when the game is going on at that crucial stage,
mm-hmm.
and the guys walk out of the field, the decision should have been taken on that day. They didn't live with the pain.
But you don't take the decision that day.
Remember that next
you awarded the people, and then weeks later, you get all that something you
on.
find, and then you go take it.
Yeah. Then next time they will know that next time you don't do what you did, including the coach. Everybody walk out of the field. You didn't take a decision. You called the people back on the field.
Mm-hmm.
You went into extra 30 minutes. The people scored their one goal. You gave them the cup.
Yeah.
All of the celebration went
they
on.
deservingly won the game.
Yeah. Then after you can investigate, you take cup from there and give it to Morocco. If I am part of that country, we should be rejecting that cup. Okay? There's no merit.
No
merit there. So they have destroyed African football. That's what they're trying to suggest to the world. You shouldn't do that. You should be me. Yeah, decision be a decision.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't allow it to pass on. Then you can't take decision. You say you should know.
So how should we?
Telling us that Africa cannot make independent decision. They destroy African football. They are going to live with this regret.
Okay.
I don't support that idea. They should allow it to go on and execute other punishment against the Senegalese Football Association and their player and the coach as well.
Okay, thank you. They forwarding. My man, you the last caller. You calling for the diaspora, so let me squeeze you. Morning.
Good morning, Abu. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, I call you from the Gambia, and Mohammed Sambai.
Yeah, Mohammed, you're not too far from Senegal. How is the reaction in the Gambia to this ruling?
Yeah, the reaction in Gambia, the time Senegal won the cup, it was never happy because the Senegalese are in Gambia, the Gambians are in Senegal.
Mm-hmm.
They are the neighboring country. But the problem is that, Abu, would that be fair? Senegal deserve more than that. The people tell you before they give you the verdict, they said that if it happened that way, they have to take 3 months. The appeal thing have to look into the case in 3 months before they can bring that a verdict.
Okay.
So in that to say that
so that initial punishment was not the actual verdict. Is that what you're trying to say?
No. That was the actual verdict. That one that they tell them to.
And then they made fun of the people. Now you can't do that. So I mean, yeah, that was making fun.
Everything should take 3 months. It was even on BBC and France 24. They ask why you people take the decision this way, and you get a cop to the people, and later on you go back there. The man said the ruling is that we have to take 3 months before we can come down with a ruling, and this is our ruling. So the cop have to return to Morocco. So what people call it saying that they should take the decision right on the field, they get the cop to Morocco. No, that's not how it goes.
Abu yourself.
No. But so what? They should have discontinued. The referee, like one caller said, should have discontinued the match. They allowed the match to they put delay about 15 minutes. They came back on the field and they continued the match. Wasn't that in violation of the very rules that they're quoting?
The referee that ruling, I don't really know about it because maybe it was in violation or maybe I don't know because that one they did not ask me for him to explain that part for me to listen to it.
Okay.
Maybe we can go back, we'll make a research on it. But the decision for that one is fair. If it were coming to be like draw, everyone all more coming to be on like draw. So like draw is like this, like draw is like this, the previous rule. But Senegal, we expect their player them playing international football. We expect for them to know better. Even when anything happens on the field, you can't leave the field. Because if you leave the field, sometimes God forbid, it can cause a chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Angry cars, sometimes they can do something else. So it's not conducive. The verdict is good, my brother.
Okay. From whether in the Gambia. So that's it. So all right. So majority carry the rule. Majority say the verdict was okay. Oh, okay. Musa Kone is a former football sport journalist. So Musa, let's hear you under 30 seconds.
Thank you. Yeah, it'll be very brief. Abu, on the field of play, the final decision-making person is the ref, we'll say the match official. On that day, where the Senegalese walk or some of the Senegalese players walk off the field, the ref had the opportunity then to run out his final decision. And CAF, as a body or anybody, the organizer, wouldn't have said anything.
Correct.
But we have derived at the same point today. So if the ref have said the game is over and we award the point to Morocco because Senegal walked out of the pitch,
exactly,
that decision was stood that day, and maybe about this time we have listened to different ruling. So it is not wrong that they allow because that's the ref authority. They allow the Senegalese player to come out on the field, give the extra time, and play. That his decision.
So that means the ref did not have problem with the few of the player walking out as much as they came back to continue the game.
Exactly, he never had problem. But then, like they will say, the court can go look for cases. CAF or FIFA did not just jump out to make that decision, but somebody went to them and said, "Look, this is what happened."
Okay.
And they go through the funny. That's the reason why they came down with that. But that day, if I was the match official, I would have ended the game that day and award the point to Morocco. But again, I mean, like rule 17, 16, and 17 gave the ref the option, and that was the best option that he took. But that does not stop anybody from going to the court of arbitration, going to FIFA or CAF, and this decision was still being taken to the either favor or against.
So football-wise, this decision is fair?
It's fair.
But Senegal has said they will take an appeal to the Court of Arbitration. Do they have a chance? So do they have a chance?
Yeah, they can go and test it. The Court of Arbitration is a Supreme Court of Liberia. You can go to the lower court and go to the Supreme Court. Meanwhile, you could go to the Court of Arbitration and then they also take the decision in favor of Senegal. Whatever way it go, but that's just a referral channel.
Yeah, with your football knowledge now, your football experience, do you think Senegal has a chance that their ruling will be overturned?
It depends on you
need to go reread the rules.
Yeah, so it depends on different things we have to play. But my thing is the ref should have taken a better decision. And again, rule 16 and 17, there are always room for the match official to do what he wants to do, but it also does not start. You see, sometimes they get red card, and then you go and then you find out that they overturn the red card. But on the field, that's the decision of the ref. You cannot do anything. You know, the president of CAF was there to present the tournament. It means to present the trophy. Okay. That's what the ref said, and everybody will have abide by that. So whether or not Senegal get chance or not, it depends on different factors. Different teams will be looking. They'll be looking at different other teams. But going to the Court of Arbitration can also put it in favor of Senegal, and they can also say no, Senegal, you have no chance. So until that time, the decision for now, I mean, it's a fair decision.
Okay, thank you very much. Honorable Musa Kone, former deputy for operation at LACRA, and of course, very versed sport analyst with Kings FM, right? But yeah, folks, that is that. So let's come to our politics and talk about the case involving Samuel Jackson. You know, when Sam Jackson issue happened, a lot of us were kind of bewildered. We were surprised, we were taken aback, and, knowing. And then there were a lot of people, there were lots of opinion, because the way the police went about it, it was almost so striking that this man murdered, so to speak, his wife, and people like, and then others are sharing pictures. I don't know for what reason they stopped sharing the pictures again, rendering these opinions. I believe probably they got to realize something later, right? That when we see people doing something, they just jump into it, start doing it. No, you gotta take your own set time to you ask some questions, you think about it too. Now you human being, you get brain now. And you think about it too, you look around and show, so that you don't just join the bandwagon and all of that. So that happened. Day 1, day 2, day 3, and of course the police went back severally to do the crime scene, to do the crime scene and all of that. So, but then they were catching problem. Of course, the crime scene got contaminated, but then they were catching problem to distinguish the contamination and try to do some real technical, forensic, to be able to lift, what they need to make an analysis and get to some point. So they had to be going back and forth, and all that. So they held Samuel Jackson for a couple of days, and then on yesterday, as we all saw, the police released the man. And I was taken aback by that. They released the man to his lawyers. And I'm like, for what? The same reason you barricaded the man's house. You feared that the man could run away. They took the man in because you didn't want the man to leave. So why now, after taking the man in, the man is a suspect for murder, homicide, right? The man is a suspect, the highest degree. And then you release the suspect. You tell the suspect to go home, folks. So what is wrong? Few things is just possible. The police did not do proper due diligence, because investigations are guided by the kind and type of investigation that you're conducting. We've told you times without number that because of the partisan zealous nature of how the folks in power are running the country, they're making several fundamental errors, several professional and, of course, structural mistakes. But they're so arrogant and rude to accept the fact, because they feel like they're all knowing, they're big-headed, but they're dummy, and they're embarrassing the reputation of our country. Guess what? This matter with Sam Jackson is a kind of bilateral, right? Because you have this, the lady was a South African, and then you created a picture that their daughter death wasn't natural. So now they have an interest in the process. It could speak to the repetition of our investigative system or our justice system, right? It also puts Sam's in harm's way. Renner, it makes it somehow difficult for Sam to go to South Africa anymore. If Sam Jackson is somebody, shouldn't even venture going to South Africa, because who knows? The rumor, the perception in South Africa and the part of South Africa and where he's coming from is that he killed his wife. Nobody's going to feel good about it. Imagine that your country, right, your police department, right, present an image of you like that in a case where your wife died, just on mere gossip, because a friend, a political man who claimed to be a friend to Sam, believe that because Sam and his wife had issues in the past that was brought to his knowledge, and that he had intervened consistently, but it's like these domestic issues were still persistent. So upon the pronouncement of this lady's death, he assumed with all of his own certainty that it was murder, and Sam might have facilitated the death of his wife. That is so ludicrous to think. I mean, that is so, it has to be political. And this is not the basis for genuine police investigation into the matter. So the man jump. The guy is a confidant and on the stream, Rufus, I don't know Rufus what, whatever. When they tell you be wary of dangerous friends, that's who they are. Sometimes you call them best friend, you call them this, but they're waiting for a moment to throw you under the bus. And this is exactly what Rufus did to Sam Jackson. We're not saying Sam is acquitted or he's free, he came not possible, blah, blah, blah. But you got to put your pieces together. You got to put your pieces together. The trust alone that you broke without even talking to your friend, to having some clue, you just assume based on previous experiences, and you report the man to the police and convince the police, and then the police being extremely partisan, right? Refuse to do due diligence, move in there and rested on your tape and say they had reason and they took the man in. First, they said person of interest. Okay, at the point of person of interest, we're still thinking and say, oh, the police not so sure, they just want to make sure, right? Then the police inspector general is seen in a kind of showmanship, walking down the street, like some kind of big guy, right? This man will elevate the man to a suspect. That has to be informed. You can't just do that in law enforcement investigation. You can't just, Sonny, they're not TikTok Bene or social media Bene or saying arms, no, or muzzles. It's not about that. It's about the repetition of the institution, the repetition of the country. The Inspector General, you got your men. That is the reason why it's important to have the head very knowledgeable so that when your subordinate make error, you're able to correct it. But you have a dummy at the top. And when the subordinate makes error, it comes to the dummy. He has no clue. He has no understanding. He have no way to fix it. He just wrong with it. There's the second time it has happened. The capital assault. The same way again. Assume the people bring something to you. They may jump. I get 100+% evidence. Push come to shove now. The own investigator, Raphael, on the witness stand, fumbles, contradicts, misrepresents. What does that say to you about how the police is being run? Very unprofessionally. And people think that shouldn't be said. Of course, it has to be said because we want it to get better. There are a lot of seasoned investigators around here, and that's what I said. There were lots of unprofessional or ethical attitudes or happenings along the line. Yes, we support the investigation. So when the matter moved from person of interest to suspect, right? That means initially what the police had, plus when the coroner visited the home of Sam and collected few data and stuff, and came based on the coroner's report, right? The IG and his team evaluated the coroner's return, and based on that, they believe they have something strong, and that's how he elevated the man to a suspect in a murder case. At that point, it became a murder case. So now, charge the man and send the man to court. Or a homicide case. Charge the man and send the man to court. It took 2 days. You can't charge the man. Back and forth. And what we've gathered from within is that, look, what the police has is very thin. It's very thin to make any case. If they go to court with that, Sam and his lawyer will become hero in this town. So why did you do that in the first place? Right? How have matters like these been handled before this whole Baka unity partisan nature of running the police started happening in our country? No. Few cases that some of very renowned Liberian investigators have managed to brief us all on is the very popular Hans Willem case. Hans Willem Made Piku. You remember that time? That little guy. When the Liberia National Police had reason to believe that that case was a homicide case. They hired his Mr. Williams was going about his regular thing in this town for like 2 months to 3 months, and Gregory is aware of that. While they were gathering their pieces. That's how professional people can act. You don't act because you want a piece, you want the party to know that, oh, you Gregory Como, you're working. No, that's not what you're doing your job for. You're doing your job to leave a legacy so that the young people that honor you, when they come to see your footprint, say, yeah. Right? So now the only thing the young boy can see, you can take your muzzle B, and then you on TikTok. Maybe that the only legacy they see from you. But in your job, no, absolutely. If how the layman can be bowing plenty professional hosts in Gregory Como work like that, who the layman. So come to think about putting Gregory in front of a real seasoned police investigative panel to evaluate him for the last 2 years, case by case. You will feel mess. You think police in Nigeria, you will be wearing shiny uniform, you get bodyguard, you take plenty LTM car, you pull it behind you, win, you passing around the town. That means you be policeman or you good policeman. No, that just showmanship be on. Let your work speak for you. Look at your work. Look at the other mess that you do. Complete mess. But some of you are laymen, so you will not understand. But this is embarrassing even to people in the police themselves. They're embarrassed. Why all of the time? You're not even get chance to anything, you will jump to conclusion. You're not give chance to anything, you will run because you want to be seen as working. And I don't know what is happening that President Barker can dismiss this man when he has given more reason. Imagine this man took the Ministry of Transport function and gave it to a private entity. Even threatening the minister before it happened, when the minister made that comment that the Ministry of Transport is the only institution by law that's supposed to do it. Y'all know what Gregory did? According to what we've got. Call the man, threaten the man, say I will make sure you're not getting no vehicular function anymore. We'll take it from you. And true to his word, he delivered. But again, that's what it is. That's how the system is being run. That might. Right? So, in that case, investigators painstakingly followed and gathered evidence. They reached a point, right? They drew their charge, and then they invited Mr. Williams to the police as a person of interest. When he came to the police with a lawyer, right? That's how they charged him for murder, because over the period of 2 months, they've already gathered sufficient thing, and they know that they could go to court with that one. But you don't Kulu in less than 24 hours. Kulu tell the man are suspect. Tell the man in. Man lawyers turn him over. And the man has been very cooperative. Tell the men are cooperate fully. The men are cooperative. The laceration that they see on the girl here, normal laceration. So they're finding it difficult to establish and see anything that will give them a clue to say, oh yeah, probably a physical external action was taken that impacted and led to the death. So where are we? Embarrass the man, create a situation, then you say, oh, let the man go home to a lawyer. We're not finished here, attending it over to my lawyer. Oh, you knew you could turn it over to your lawyer, you're passing around taking the man and say the man are suspect. That open the phone lines, man. I don't know what the case how it's gonna end, but this is ridiculous. This is shameful. The police can't be going on like this. The police we're supposed to trust the police. There's something else we can't even say. All that showmanship can be something else we can say. We'll tell you something in terms of the capacity and things. You say, oh, really? This is going on. 0776 104 104 065 104. Let's hear your view on that. The police has released Sam Jackson to his lawyer. What do you think? Do you think the police have sufficient case to hold this man? How far is this case going to go? Do you believe that the police really had case on Sam Jackson? Why did they take the man in if they never had anything sufficient and then declare the man to the world as a suspect in the death of his wife and all of that? Let's hear you. This thing is simple. How you running our police? They got Boy Scout. Good morning.
Oh, Abu, morning.
Yeah, my dear brother.
I mean, Abu, you see, sometimes when we're doing these things, we don't look at the aftermath.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Hens William and Mali Pleku case. Former Senator Steve Zago.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. Former Senator Steve Zago was CRD, right?
Yeah, that is CRD. I was in the police at that time.
Okay.
You see, at the end of the day, they messed the case up. When they get to the Supreme Court, the Supreme Court motto is that rather let the killer the go than the poor innocent man in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Correct.
Under the reason of doubt. So all these steps and what have you, we are not guided along the way. You fall in problem when you get at the Supreme Court. And me, most especially when the defense counsel got a good lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
There is something on our law we call the preponderance of evidence.
Mm-hmm. You
can gather evidence, you carry it to the court, and the evidence, if the evidence is not gathered the proper way, the evidence can be good, but if it not gathered the proper way, they can file in motion to suppress the evidence not to be used. Like what happened in the Hens William and Mali Pleku case. You have two verdicts in that case. You say death by hang, by strangulation. That was the first the pathology report. The second one say it was by when they were gonna stop the city. They again said that on the air. So the Supreme Court look at the Supreme Court said no, you can get two different charges on the one man. The case the Supreme Court throw the case out of the court. At times our people always like to mix personal value with the law and what is going on in the case. People can be too sentimental. The police have to take their time. When things happen, you get the information, you relax and go through it bit by bit. But let me tell you this for free, my brother. Yeah, whenever you have any case, big case in the country, pass through the police. Don't be afraid. It will take you later. When you get to the bottom, of it, you will be worse free.
So the easier thing to do, wait. So I mean, the easier thing to do in this time when you get, you should just carry yourself to the police because you get free.
Yeah, go there today. Yeah, go there today.
Wow.
And see what will happen at the end of the day. You see, when the thing happen, the guy lawyers there in that same police station that will sit down there because everybody got their own grief. I'm part of that other money that will come. They allow them to just walk through the traps. At the end of the day, they paralyze at them. Government lost all those cases. Google cases, government will lose it.
But look at the case, the procedure. I mean, the initial, the steps, everything. I mean, how do you look at it?
It is too fast, my brother. It's almost like somebody had get something against that guy.
Like you got malice for somebody.
Yeah, let me just run through it quickly with him.
Especially when you heard the IG saying the man has an elevator to a suspect. That was too fast, right?
Because all the men are suspect, you get releasing to your lawyer right now.
But unfortunately, he has released the man to his lawyer. That's unprecedented, isn't it?
And you know, Sarah Seman C4, these guys are good criminal lawyers. They can just be waiting. Any mistakes along the way to capitalize on it, wait for you. When you go to court, then they start to put it in you. And the judge will just be looking at you and start bowing every other thing you do in the case. So our people have to be very, very careful. They are good investigators in our police station.
I know so.
Issues of people just taking things with their own, just one, missing personal value with the law. Oh yeah, I got the power. I can do this to this person because the person has said this before against me. The person has said this before against you, and so cool. I know the person is the one. It don't work that way, brother. Trust me, it don't work that way. And when we come not anywhere.
Okay, my brother. Okay,
yeah,
man.
All right, man.
Okay, thank you very much. He's a former policeman. I let you understand it very well. So, my Helena, let's hear you. This is where we are. Another case that's gonna go free again. We just make noise for the cameras and the microphones, and at the end of the day, no justice. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Good morning, Abu.
Morning.
I'm a family there.
Yeah, we're fine.
Thank you, Abu. Let me tell you. You know the Quebec common man. You know he can only he the president for this country. especially when he against somebody. All the people that rape in the government are rape. Where are they? He carried them to court. He put them in jail. You investigate it, man. You shot the man in jail. The people will be shamed tomorrow. Just because they against the man, because they against the man, they make a talk in it. I hope the man is acting like this. And you know, it bringing shame to him now. Nobody said the man did it or he do it. But it get the way, court procedure.
Yeah, take your own time. You do the thing that law been it. Yeah, but you be watching because the men are opposition man. They make it look on the government. You don't sell them because a politician been is spoiling your own profession.
You spoil your own. The man spoil your own character. The police director spoil your own character. Spoil your own character. For one reason, when you taking Liberians to be, you get the problem. You gotta stop that. You gotta stop it. I finish and back.
Thank you. You gotta be threatening people. Oh, this, that will do this. It does that other thing. The country, yeah. Hello, good morning.
Thank you. Edmund.
Go ahead, Edmund.
One suspicion was discussing that issue. That was the same thing I was getting there. That the police want to base their investigation on critical voices and Facebook or posts or what somebody say. Because if the police would tell me that their investigation is only based on what this Rufus guy wrote, claiming that he's a friend to St. Jackson, but fail to also mention in that he post that yes, the woman also has health complication. He didn't mention there. But then you take that, you run with it, and then you say they have been intellectual, but they have been having diverse view. So why is the diverse view? And we know that St. Johnson is critical on the government. And he is on the side of the government. So is this the reason why he is electing the police that the woman dead may have come from domestic violence? So the police need to be careful. They talk about the way the man reacted. Man, wait, look. Who determine how I react already they pass from me?
So no, the ordinary people can think that, but you, the professional now, you gotta handle it in the confines of your professional details.
Allow professional lessons to prevail. That's what we are saying. But you can come, you put your profession under the boss, then you want us to trust you and believe you.
Okay.
Somebody ready to wear that die. And even you want to investigate. Were you to carry out putting me at the house? Were you to do so? The police need to be careful, man. You know, they will continuously make themselves to look like Bwaka police.
Okay.
You don't want for us to consider you as the Bwaka police, be professional in your investigation.
Okay.
Watch the case, and we'll see how far you go. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This caller from Turkey. Good morning.
Abu, this is Melvin calling from Istanbul.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Abu, you said it all. You know, our police director is too emotional. This is not his first time, this is not his second time. I just imagine other cases behind the scene, how they got handled, poor people cases. He just jailed people for nothing. Because he's too emotional. The main West just passed away. He sent over 30 police men in arms to the main house. Let this person in question is an old criminal. You send 30 policemen to a profile policeman house, or a citizen house, and they may keep telling me on a phone, telling you say the woman had an issue. Another radio station found out for him, or how they call it, so the other guy found out that the woman said fell on a plane. He gave some medical report for other hospital. All that thing they look at, they send him.
You don't be listening to that man. That man a fake man. That man giving fake. You don't listen to that man. That man giving fake lesson to people in Morocco. They were dying. You don't listen to. Not serious, man.
Criminal. But the thing is that our police, the police RG is too emotional. You need to change completely. A lot of things happening to people. You need to change. You can't continue that. You keep making it.
Oh yeah, he has to. This is our country, man. You can't keep making it. So how does South African feel about us?
You're making it to understand.
Yeah, we happy, but they say we the one that setting for other men telling me say how they will be giving me ticket. They will be giving me ticket.
You're helping the guy. You're helping that guy to change your life. Look, even the whole system, even Waka, the president, all of them that are mixed. Can you imagine? And they say all the men they getting the car to go to Lofa Board of lawmaker. That a job.
I know, my brother. We'll come into that one. We'll come into that one. Thank you from Istanbul. Okay, Eugene Jabo, this police thing, it can be anybody. Something happening. We just require proper investigation of the process because people image, people character is on the line. Let's hear you, Eugene.
Yeah, good morning, Abu, and let me say good morning to your listeners. Abu, you have said it all. You see, sometimes we have the police can have a good case, but the way they go about, handling those issues, sometimes put it in the wrong. And I want person who are also wondering that the police stay investigating and you declare the incident as homicide. Or what informed for which you said that incident is homicide?
That's what I said. The coroner went there, they did examination, they brought the report. So based on that report, that's how they declare homicide. And then you finish declaring that one. I mean, professionally, you can't release that man to a lawyer anymore.
Exactly. And you said the matter of your person of interest. Later on, you said he's a suspect. So I believe in my mind, I'm not a security man, but I believe in my mind that you have certain information that have formed you to declare him as a person of interest.
Exactly. If you never had any information to inform that, then that means you acted on political motive.
Exactly. So the police actually need to be careful, for us to, these things, we don't want to be politicized, but sometimes the police themselves can put themselves in the political line, and for which people can fire them politically. And that is wrong. Greg Cuomo has to take care of these things. Because it happened at the Capitol building. And still, Greg is still proceeding the way you want to proceed. You are not going to satisfy any group of people. No. Because you have got, the thing is that you claim to be a professional man. You must conduct yourself as a professional man. So all will see you, even as a public servant, somebody can easily hire you, internationally. But the way Greg is proceeding, it's bad for his record, Abu.
Okay, that one is left for him, and people who benefit from him to think about it. Good morning, never call to. Let's hear you.
Good morning, Abu.
Morning.
Good morning to your listener. Thank you very much, Abu. Abu, the issue about Gregory Cuomo is that he always wants to get his feeling to look at issues. You are a professional person.
So you're supposed to be a professional person.
Yeah, it's not about your feelings. I care you and somebody can have differences in the past. When it comes to your job, you do your job the best way so people can see how you carry on your job.
Never. The way Gary can hear you on the radio now and know you to be a critical voice. The day somebody brings on an issue, once the man knows say you against the government, or let's not against, but critical on the government, forget
it's not
it.
about against the government, Abu. It's about us speaking the fact in reality. And one thing they lack is that they don't reason. And to solve problems, you must be able to reason. Listen to the book and understand how things go. Somebody just read on Facebook or call you and say, so thing happened so good that it never run, and you jump or carry police there. It makes sense. It makes no sense. Not because I'm critical of you, so that means you just look at people bring issue about me, then you take it as an issue.
You know what that friend have personal issue the man. That friend fair because the man not support walk out.
And that was suffering there. And that was suffering even the president. Because he and the boys and running the government the same way. People just bring issue, you just take it to heart.
Yeah, but it's bad. They're spoiling our country, my man. They're spoiling the country.
Yeah, no, definitely spoiling the country. You know what happened now about that issue inviting St. Jackson? You know how the South African will feel? Eh? That the second person died in our country. The first person from Hotel Boulevard. And this is the second person citizen from South Africa. You can't do that kind of thing, eh? That damaging the country reputation.
Okay. Thank you, Nevet. Okay, 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 186 500 104 are the numbers to call. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Let's hear you, Liberia. What's your take?
Good morning, brother. Thank you for the topic. You see, Gregory Cuomo, who is heading our national police, doesn't have no police training. So we are saying this all the time, but people feel we are making fun.
No, it's true. The man go to no police school.
The man no police training. If you don't check Gregory Cuomo, then go to the police academy. If you check it out, because police director of like this will arrest, investigate, and power to court. Well, Gregory Cuomo say the party police will arrest you on that conclude. Who is Gregory Cuomo on that conclude? I thought it's the
And I had a man go free the other man. Then Councilor Gonglo asking him to provide the DNA report. Now up to now he ain't able to provide the DNA report. What you free the man?
That man when I provide anything, I mean, in fact, I mean, check, I mean, I was planting, I mean, no, nothing about law. Even no son about law, not anything preventing. Well, enforcement as a police director. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Okay, thank you very much. Librarians are having their say based on some of these things. Good morning.
Yeah, I'm one of my working for Cannabis Supermarket.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, give me the manual concerning Goro Muslim's court in the case. See, that woman was out, but they came on the investigation later. She was convicted.
That's correct. Oh yeah, it took time before they charge her. You know, before it took time. It took time. People, I can remember we ourselves were arguing based on what we had. That you need to bring the woman into blah blah blah. The police are still doing the job. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying, Bronx's court, when that issue was brought up, there was an investigation taken before she was guilty of the coup, before she was placed in jail. But the other issue, Governor who is surveillance, the moment he hears the protest, you put people in arms with masks on their faces. You will go after them, but the other thing, they are here for opposition who is go and arrest them. The way for some of the in Chile, and the thing that will carry on the person on the woman. And that I think for our justice is right. So you can't keep running here up with the book of your government. Then the movement is for the movement of your government. The movement is so clear for them. Can everybody see what's or so not to it. So every one more that brought the view of the weapon we live in our country that is short being discriminated the one. Follow the law, and the essence behind the police, they should not be obliged for making in the education system. Thank you, God bless you.
Thank you very much. The BBC News Africa is reporting that in Zambia, senior government officials has said that some political parties were asking prospective female candidates for sexual favors in exchange for selection ahead of August general elections. Okay, so what that means in the Zambia, the government officials are accusing other political parties. They say for them to pull female on their candidates, the political party officials are asking the females for sexual favor, whether that is true or not. Or Zambia has a big gender imbalance in national politics with around 15% of MPs being women. Right, so we are transitioning to something else. Let's take a break of Crime Stopper. When we come back, we talk our FOIA border issue. The Liberian government has issued a statement, its position statement. At long last, after how many weeks? 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Government has just formally, officially speak to matters relative to the dispute at the borders. Even as we speak now, our immigration officers, family, mothers, women and children are scattered. They're internally displaced. And in fact, we want to call on the Disaster Management Agency and the Red Cross to move in and start providing relief because our people are, they're experiencing hunger. For 2 nights, they can't sleep in their homes on the blockade. This is absolutely terrible. No war in the country. The government has failed to provide security. The government has failed to provide protection for its people. Our people are scattered in the bushes. They're sleeping in the bush under trees. That's what is happening to Liberians in FOIA right now as we speak. But let's go for this break. When we come back, we talk more right here. The rescue train. The rescue train derailed since 2 years ago. They derailed. They were in the forest. They just destroying the country. This break. Be right back.
It's about musical. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand for the right authority. That they can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human talking, enemy you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
I don't have press vex on me, but I can officially confirm that they crossed this morning. It's just a short video so that you can, ladies and gentlemen, I can officially confirm that the Guineans crossed this morning to Solomon Board of Crossing Point. They officially crossed this morning. I don't know why, but this is what we are seeing now. They are across here. I'm afraid that I don't have press vex on me, but I can officially confirm that they crossed this morning. It's just a short video so that you can know that it is serious here. So I was staying far away from here, from the distance. They actually crossed this morning. But our security also here, as we can see, they are here. I mean, please, I beg you. They are here. You can see that the tension here is tense. Let me just update this. Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, folks, welcome back.
Gentlemen, confirm that the Guineans crossed this morning. The Guineans officially crossed this morning. The army, it is confirmed. I am right now to the port, to Solomon Port of Entry. It is tense here, but there's no recorded fighting yet. Nobody shooting. They are sending at each other. I mean, you want to talk to me? You want to talk to me? Yeah, you can talk to me. Okay.
Okay. Let's hold it right there. So, folks, welcome back. This too is Liberia. Nothing is going to happen to this country. Of course, we're going to remain here. We're going to keep this place, and this place is going to be ours forever. Don't panic. Don't worry. Things are under control, right? But it's just to let you know where are we as a country and, of course, a government in terms of resolving or bringing some degree of security and protection to our people and clarity. It's important to indicate that, right? Clarity has to be provided. And that's what we have insisted. We've always said consistently that, look, in this matter, our government will have to speak to the people. The government needed to come out and tell us every step along the way what was going on. Trust me, if we knew from the get-go, officially, some of us knew, and we told you, right? Because you know what? We're talking to people in Lofa, in Foya, in Solomba. We're talking to people. But you know, we're being very careful and painstaking. And saying, you know what? Officially, let the government say something. And they'll rest on what the government have said, and they'll try to provide some supportive and, and some background and start to follow it. But you're not, oh, my man, you go. No. We don't do it like that. So it was important that way so that panic, confusion, fear don't lead our people into a situation of distress like we witnessed on yesterday. People have begun tying their bundles. Ghana must go back has been reintroduced. Our people are toting Ghana must go back in 2026 under Joseph Boakai, the rescue president. Can you imagine? Right? Did you ever imagine that when Boakai is president, that people would take bundles on their head in any part of this country? Did you imagine that? Right? After moving a footballing president, under a footballing president, nobody took bundle on their head. But under a 42 years of experience in government, former vice president for 12 years, people toting bundle only to handle a small issue. Could not fail miserably. Decimally represented the country. And some of you will not understand. You say, oh, why Abu then talking? But they know when we are, they're afraid of us. When we are talking, they know we're talking from a position of strength. And they know we are from a very informed perspective and viewpoint. That's why we've always been here and challenging the government on several issues. Our commitment is to the truth and the people of this country. We were more than convinced when we told you that, look, from the look of things, these people's interests are not in good governance. There were a bunch of gangsters who saw that the only way to seize this country was to take this old man and ride him to the presidency. And that's what they did. Now they have it. The focus is not on you. The focus is not on the people. The focus is not on the country. The territory, we are losing territory. So our square kilometer going to go in. So the map now, we're going to redraw the map. As soon as we reach to Solomon, we'll bend it in. Then we'll carry it out. We'll chunk it on the other side. Hey! It's looking funny, but it's serious. Right? And then we'll put some more inside. So but this is it, folks. But don't worry, nothing's gonna happen. It's all okay. The Guineans said, let me tell you why Guinea will not want to go into war, and Guinea is not even contemplating going to war. But what Guinea is saying is that they will not compromise the national sovereignty. In that, right? You go and mine resources on it. I am told through research that the whole dredge money in Guinea, it don't happen. Not even Guinean citizens can try it. They don't joke with it, the system. Because they're protecting the natural resources. So if they're not allowing their citizens to do dredge money, then why Francis Akila Numale or Tomo Fala or any of those that have been allegedly accused who go and carry BK Enterprise to go do dredge mining? They ain't taking it for joke. And this is the kind of posture that government should take. Even our government should take that to preserve and protect the country's natural resources. But Chinese and Burkinabes come in here. Ghanaians come in here. They pay small money to foreigners. I mean, let's have a real conversation. This is exactly what is going on. The cup is filled now, going out of hand. They've been doing it inside, compromising. Ghanaians coming here. They just enter our forest, they pour dredge machine over the water, they taking it, and then few officials. Remember that time we were talking about mines and energy? What is happening? It's the same dredge thing. You know how many dredge they got in the boot? No accountability. But anyway, let's see what the government said. Okay, let's see what the government said, right? It's important. Let's begin from there. The government of Liberia have already spoken to the matter. So let's read the government's statement. The Ministry of Information, press release, government of Liberia provides update. All that other thing you're hearing, so beating around the bush. It's fair, the Guinea people are going to and put it on the cover and do it and compromise the way they can compromise. That's why they were not speaking to the main issue. So the Guineans practically demonstrated their intent and what they want to do. And then we make the noise. Our government are finally not come out to talk to us. This in some other countries that compromise, you don't do that to your citizens. You don't treat the people like that. Each of those old men that is sleeping in the bush, imagine. So what? Someone like wildlife are going to jump on the old man in there. Who's responsible for that? The people left their home. The other old man get the Ghana must go back on her head. She passing around. So she confused to the point where she prefer taking a bag and leaving her children behind. Telling the man, oh, my children ain't there. Hey, God, what did we do? And then he says, oh, this is an experienced government. This is not an experienced government. All the people you see defending the government will tell you. You know what? You know what some of us refuse? You know what we refuse? Because you gotta be chilling too. And you let you be by yourself. We say, oh yeah, wait for 2029. We'll be relaxing. But we say, no, let's speak the fight. Got a government without critic, right? It is the people that suffer. Now, Capitol Hill, Monrovia, Tuesday, March 17, 2026, the government of Liberia wishes to inform the public that the situation along the Liberia-Guinea border in Lofa County remains under close attention and is being addressed with the utmost priority. Remain what? Under close attention, right? They said. So that means the attention is there. They're paying attention to what is going on there. And you understand? And it's being addressed with the utmost priority. So the government is showing us that they prioritize what is happening there. But guess what? On yesterday, I'm told the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, in the face of an incursion, right? In the face of an incursion on Liberia's territory by its neighbor, out of what we do not know, there's been no historical updates on that parcel of the land from the Liberian perspective. The Guineans have spoken their perspective. They said they have map and the land belongs to them. So what is the Liberian perspective? Our government has not provided that for us. Folks, I've always told you that there's no need to be emotional about things. Right? There's no need. And whenever things happen, take your time. And that's what you can go to school for. I mean, I'll keep telling you. Because when we go to school, we'll act differently. So our government, first of all, have not even provided any historical perspective. Rather geographical, and, demarcation-wise, agreement-wise, they've not provided anything. I listened to this guy from Noka, Boakai Jaliba, right? Just writing tautology and talking nonsense, justifying the useless criminality that they're doing at Noka and other places in the government. That's absolute bullcrap. Speak to the real issues. Bring the facts out. Tell us, what do you have? What claim can we move with to Guinea and tell them that this is your version of the narrative is quite different. This is our Liberia version. This is what we have. This is the treaty that was signed. This is the agreement. This is the interpretation of this agreement with respect to the Solomba pool of entry. So why do we have our immigration checkpoint way in? Somebody say, probably the checkpoint can be right near the river, so it can be some distance away, about this. But let's know what is going on. Our people need it before situation becomes terrible. Let's come back to the release. In this regard, the government of Liberia, Guinea, and Sierra Leone have issued a joint communique reaffirming the commitment of their respective leaders to maintaining peace. Listen to this, right? To maintaining peace, stability, and security along their shared borders. The government of Liberia, Guinea, and Sierra Leone has reaffirmed their commitment to maintaining peace, stability, and security along shared borders. To sign this kind of communique in this light means that you have agreed to settle on a particular term, and predicated upon that, you have bound yourself to remaining peaceful and abiding by that term with respect to the dispute. Maybe you're not understanding it. And this is where I think the government needs to come clean. And I will keep saying the government needs to come clean. There was a dispute. Based on the resolution of the dispute, then you sign a communique to maintain peace, stability, and security along the border. So what is that resolution? What did you resolve to? As it relates to ownership of the river and authority to mine there, as well as the Solomon area. Who is supposed to be there? Because less than 24 hours later, after you sign that, predicated on the agreement that you made among yourself, while the conversations were ongoing, the Guineans were across, monitoring from Conakry. So when you affix signature to the communique, Conakry sent an instruction to them, telling them that, oh yes, we have agreed, you can go now and go take the land. And that's how they subsequently crossed. But when our president came to the airport, he did not say anything. He provided no direct detail on the confrontation and the disputed land. Absolutely nothing. He only spoke to their commitment to peace, stability, and no war. So we finished facing the problem. The reason two of y'all were not speaking, we settled it. Y'all started speaking now. Right? So then y'all make commitment. But our action took place first, right? Before the commitment. So we are committing that we'll never cut speech from each other again. We'll remain supportive to each other. We'll remain friends. But then the first flower that happened between us, that the judgment was held on. Who was right, who was wrong? Then you had that one from us. You didn't tell us. As a country. The Guinea-Bissau issue statement, I'll read that one for you also. When the Guinea-Bissau left from the meeting, they communicated to their citizens the outcome. But in Liberia, we did not. Some of us had to pressure, make noise, share the Guinea people comment, and tell the government all that thing your own. You're not saying the mean thing here. You tell us what happened. You tell us. That's our job. Our job is to keep their feet to the fire and push them. For you can go say, oh, yeah, the president now do diplomacy. There's it, I can do diplomacy. What other option you have? But anyway, let's leave that. Let's go to the comment. I've always told you, I want to speak on official sources. The government of Liberia notes that the government of Guinea today issued a directive to its military forces to withdraw to their previous position along the border. That is a lie. We read the Guinean statement, they did not say that. Right? We read it and we interpret what the Guinean statement said. Whether that and what PI is saying here is the same. The government welcomes this development as a constructive step towards easing tension and restoring normalcy. So if the government welcomes, because our government issued a statement after the report from Solomba that the Guineans have again crossed into Solomba and they have taken over Solomba area and our immigration has moved forward. Then the government issued a statement to welcome that. The government says, the government welcomes this development as a constructive step towards easing tension and restoring normalcy. Fellow Liberians, are you listening? The time the news come up, say the people not come. Then the government issued a statement and included in that statement a welcoming statement to the development that the people have come. And then they say that is a step towards easing tension and restoring normalcy. Then I mean put it there. That appear that the government. At the same time, the government is aware that certain troop movements along the border in Solomba, Lofa County observed earlier today generated public concern. Okay? Following engagement with the Guinean authority, Liberia has been informed that these movements were undertaken as part of the operational process to implement the withdrawal directive. The government say subsequently the year that Guinean troops are moving around the place. So they decide to call the Guinean people to ask them. So they asked the Guinean people told them, say, no, what is going on? This movement that we are undertaking is part of our operational process to implement withdrawal. And when you withdraw, it's not to be going beyond. But you withdrawing coming in from, then the government say a part of the process to implement withdrawal. So what is the government trying to say? The government is agreeing with the Guinean that advanced movement is part of the agreement and is a step towards normalcy and easing tension. So some of you that are getting, you got to calm down. You got to calm down. Maybe the government has caved in. Who knows? The three heads of state further reaffirmed their shared commitment to addressing any issues arising within the Mana River Union exclusively through peaceful diplomatic means. And this is so true. Because when you listen to subsequent interview conducted by Liberian security forces, they're always cautioning the citizens to stand down. Stand down, don't get involved. The government is in charge because the government agreed and appealed and apologized to Doumbouya. That's what you don't want to hear. But that's what happened. Your president was on bended knees. He apologized to Doumbouya and indicating that the action by our citizens were rude and despicable. So he had to apologize and assure that going forward, any issue in the Mana River Union, they will be addressed now through diplomatic means, that such a reoccurrence will not happen. What is the truth that we can say? You have read the letters and then we interpret the letters, which encourages the settlement of dispute through dialogue, negotiation, and other peaceful processes, but not taking machetes and cutlass. So you guys, the young people from Foya, your government went to Conakry and condemned your action. When you felt you were being heroic, you were being patriotic and nationalistic, your government condemned you. So that is despicable, it's uncivilized. Like going forward, they will not do that to preserve any land anywhere. In order to maintain stability and support the ongoing efforts to restore the status quo along the border. The status quo along the border refers to the historical demarcation and agreements validating these demarcations are the status quo. So the government of Liberia should present that status quo for us to see what it and how does it interpret and what does it mean, so that our people will just come back, will sit down right near or lay for you, or if you decide to stay there, then you have to be Guinea man now or Guinea woman. But our government have to tell us, because we don't want war, we want peace. We've suffered too long. The government of Liberia announces the following immediate measures. 1, all activities of BK Enterprise. Fellow Liberians, are you hearing this? BK Enterprise. You remember that ghost company that they were trying to shield, and we insisted and started bringing their name up. And many days I'll say, you got to investigate. We need to know who is the BK Enterprise. The government is not talking to us. Who carry BK Enterprise? How can BK Enterprise left from a road construction company and they started doing mining? They're putting our people at risk. They're putting the citizens in harm's way. We told you all over and over. We told you times to our number. Now, at long last, the government has confessed. Your rescue government has confessed. The truth shall never remain in the dark. And it's out now. Oh, yes, we are once more champions in this game. All activities of BK Enterprise that Abu then used to be talking about, as well as sand mining or any other mining activities of any other companies in the Lofa border area, are hereby suspended pending the outcome of a comprehensive investigation by the National Security Council of Liberia. Why didn't we take this approach from the beginning? Why did we not take this approach from the beginning? And we knew fully well that people were carrying on illicit mining activities there. So imagine all the tension are on Facebook. Assuming you're going to degenerate into some kind of conflict. Our people are going to die for nothing. That is negligence. That is compromise. Governments are not supposed to sit down supinely and allow these kinds of things to go on without taking practical actions to avert, these kinds of consequential. Look at how our citizens blindly risk their lives. Imagine the young man with a bullet in his leg. How does he feel? He felt he was being heroic, standing up for his country. When the people who have paid taxpayers money to defend the country were there drinking Hennessy and talking about doing self-diplomacy. Bullets is entering the leg of a fellow compatriot. This is not George Weah. You can imagine if this was George Weah, what they would have said. This is baka. This is compromise. This is failure. Failure in bold letters. The government is disgraced. They are. We're reading their own statement. 2, after suspending the BK Enterprise, why you didn't suspend BK Enterprise ever since? Because BK activities were still being conducted. That's why you see the Guineans have always insisted they've come, because they believe their presence was to be there to ensure that BK leaves. You see, the reason they put even cross, because BK was in that place and they said BK should leave. Fellow Liberians. They seized the port first, but the port are not satisfied, even though they've seized some of the equipment, but they did not want you there. And they indicated that. Francis Sakila Numale, part of 43-man delegation, went to Gekedu to engage. They told them that. And they came back. So why the state maintained and started shooting BK Enterprise? People talking, the people coming grabbing, people confusing the whole thing and making it look like a whole different thing. The government saying us, so apparently they're not talking. You all that are looking for criminal government, you're looking for rule government. Are you still looking for criminal government? Are you still looking around for a rule government? Have you not seen one yet? Have you not seen a classic 21st century dressed up criminal cartel misguided as a government? Have you not seen one yet? What are you waiting for? Should we buy you one Gogu? Citizens residing in border communities are urged to remain calm, law-abiding, and to refrain from taking matters into their own hands. That your thing, what you're doing. You won't stand for our land. This is another guy telling you, our government might not let us down. Government says you should go shut up and sit down. Joint security forces will continue to manage the process of restoring calm and ensure the safety of all residents. How? By retreating. So in the Western and practical interpretation of this comment, joint security will ensure the safety and security and restoring calm to the border by retreating to the immigration checkpoint. The government of Liberia cautions against the spread of misinformation, and I agree with this. Nobody should share misinformation. Nobody should tell you, say, somebody doing land grab, people come, they're taking this, they do that. Nobody should say that. Nobody should do that. Nobody should do that. Spread of misinformation or disinformation intended to sensationalize the situation or undermine national peace and security. Nobody should. The government should also be timely in reporting to the people to ensure confidence and assure hope of protection. Such actions will not be tolerated and will be addressed in accordance with the laws of the Republic of Liberia. Is this another tone to start going after journalists and reporters who are reporting in the area there? The media is encouraged to report responsibly and to seek official clarification where necessary. We hope the government will also be open and, of course, willing to provide clarity and information when required. The government of Liberia remains fully committed to safeguarding the peace and security of its territory, while working constructively with its neighbors to preserve stability in the Mano River Union. The public will be kept informed of any further development as they arise. Signed, Jeremy Marty Pia, the man who brought 2 buses for the Ministry of Information, but the buses are parked there. No guy, the man waiting. He said he won't bugger to come dedicate showmanship. Everybody doing showmanship. Mama got wearing $1,715 US eyeglass. I know Mama got the for Yellow Machine Queen. Yellow Machine Queen wearing $1,715 eyeglass. My people. Our Buddha going, Mama car wearing, they're going to do the talk in Guinea. She wore $1,715 eyeglass. Only to go come back 0. The land gone. Fair, this is your country, this is your government. Have your say. Speak freely. Talk to the government. Do you think the government has handled this properly? Were they fair to us as a country and people? Is that what we expected? This is not war. This is not issue with Guinea. This is not anything where you start creating situation. Speak to your government. Speak to the president. Are you not disappointed to hear this at long last? Imagine we're going to get issue in the country because one company decided to go do illicit mining. Who are the owners? Mr. President, I will tell you without scruples that the county superintendent needs to be suspended. The Minister of Internal Affairs or local government needs to be suspended. I don't know what I need to do to Thomas Father, but he needs to be thoroughly investigated. Let's hear you. 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104. You listen to the government at long last. BK Enterprise. Maybe I need to play that video, the very video I played that morning. Where you hear the journalist was explaining and talking to us and bringing us clarity on the whole thing. That how all of you got to know, say, oh, the thing that BK Enterprise was doing it. I come in your customer.
It has not happened before. So they told me, I said for good coordination, at least we got to tell the people that this machine is here for sale. So this is the reason why we were able to communicate to them and tell them that this
machine... people, Douala people, all that thing you're hearing, really, Wallasa, Douala, all our old man there. That illegal money being the poor. Finally, the government has suspended the company while doing it. They say they investigate it.
So for Oro, you gotta let them know that when we came here first, we went across. Last year, we had a conversation with...
I'll show you the dress picture.
Yes. So... Yeah. I think yes. So, but they took the in the palm. This is the dragging machine. They drag the sand from the river. They get pumping here. You see the stopper? Machine back here.
So, but here is the thing. These people have been living along that area in peace forever until a certain people decide to go start taking mineral from in the water. The people say, no, this is not allowed. Without consent, you come and start taking mineral. No, that's criminal. That is absolutely criminal, folks. Are you still looking for a criminal government? Government has failed the people once more. This is going to go down on Boakai. Whether he likes it or not, it's going to go down. So they went for the talk. Basically, they did not go for any talk. They went to apologize for the shame and disgrace. Shamefully, embarrassingly, they sat down there on their bended knees and they apologized to the people for putting BK Enterprise on the water to start mining in the area without consulting the people? Eh? Have you seen somebody apologize for what for their own thing? Have you seen somebody apologize for their own thing or pay money? Because they even signed a 2-month contract to be mining sand in the place with the Guinean people. Something that for you can pay for it. You can rent it from somebody. They offer you, then you pay rent for your own house. The government needs to say something. So how did Ellen and George Weah maintain the relationship along that border? And then the experiment came to the presidency now. It tackled the whole thing. This is where we are. Librarians, have your seat. Morning.
Good morning, Bravo. I'm Jefferson Slava calling from the Virgin because this is number 11. Abu, we want to ask the unity partisans because they are tired of lying to the Liberal, even the president we depending on. Joseph Bagana, we spare the citizen that why he who said never be president can be sparing. Yesterday, the men went in his day in government diplomacy, Richmond, the king, they were praying. What happened? After the diplomacy of Richmond, people pressing you, your liar, your follower, your criminal, when your criminal pressing you. Then yesterday again, the money behind our peaceful citizen came in there with the need to tell all the truth. Then they tell all the truth, what's going on? What's going on?
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning.
Morning, this is Ruth Winty. I'm calling from Ravi Highway.
Go ahead, Ruth.
Yeah, you see, things that those guys are doing is not surprising to me because, you know, Mr. Blanca said he will dance with the devil until he gets the power. And you know, being friends with the devil is not a secret thing. So, it comes with lies, it comes with deception, it comes with feelings, raping, all kinds of things. The main issue with that border is the same man. You see, why you see someone for like encouraging a fellow lawmaker to go to the border, they say they are going to go resolve it. You certainly wouldn't even resolve it.
I won't waste my time. I won't waste my time on that, man. You think we get those men? I think we get legislature anymore.
Yeah, but because you know he had it, there, so they are going there to him. He not there. A German girl being disgraced.
But all the lawmakers, they not get mining people in the bush. All of them get their own mining people.
Yeah, but I think they should not put it to that particular because that is not played upon the foreign people. And now the government don't want to come on here to tell us the cause of the problem. Let them tell us but so we sorry because we have money and our made food to come. Let them be more
yeah, but I ain't finish talking indirect. That what they finish saying indirectly now because when they suspend the company, they suspend all money. I mean the problem came from mining. Good morning. That's why they had to suspend it. That the only way they can
Good morning again, I'm going to start on this topic. I'm calling from McDonald's.
Go
you see that PK enterprise, the same PK enterprise that is allegedly building a 10-bedroom mansion in Lofa country. It's the same PK enterprise that the government spent 2 months contract to dig in, but the followers are doing mining. Why? Because the PK enterprise have members in this government, people that are protecting them. That's why they are carrying that invested at everywhere in the country. The only guys are yelling when you get something that will come out again from this government. That PK enterprise is found by Jordan Yuma Pueka. And that's how to come, you get to know.
Who knows? Maybe they went to beg the Guinean to hold some information. Probably the Guinean are going to put the whole information outside. Right? Let's say, we'll put it under control. So let's start to communicate. Good morning. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good morning, Abu.
Good morning. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
I'm patient calling for tomorrow. Abu, I really want to ask question. Why I want to know for it therefore?
They have that B mountain again. All the B mountain people they went there and they still envelope the thing. No envelope been on that side. That gun men is standing there.
When they speak about issue, the people here, the people told them that they were not listening to the people. And now who they're going to? They're going to do all our immigration. They shouldn't go there to make fun west. And I'm on them on it. Then do we started the issue? I want to know the SSI is going down.
Oh yeah, because Ghana making new land and the bill and thank you. on the WhatsApp. Let's hear you, Jay.
Yeah, but man, how you doing? You know, when you listen to the program in Liberia, sometimes I can just be ashamed as a Liberian. I feel sorry for myself and our people.
You don't call your name, you know, Chief. Don't be ashamed. You'll be fine.
My name is John Smith. John Smith.
John, go ahead.
Yeah, John Smith. So when I said that, I asked, what CDC was doing and what United Party is doing now? What a difference that in it? Whereby these guys that they claim didn't go to school were trying to put the country on a certain level. You bring well-educated, as they claim, that can't be able to transform that country, but rather every day we're going back. Citizens don't know where they're heading to. Even you also say you want to do something back home, you become afraid.
You're afraid of even send your money back home to put it into anything because nothing seems to be going.
So now, you listen to this. Yesterday I was listening to Spoon. They brought a communique about mining in water, this, that. I even think I said, no, do this, do that. The men in our country, they won't run most of the businesses there. Whereby, now as the fasting, everything in Liberia becomes slow. But now knowing that government rather putting things like mining and other stuff, you know, it becomes so scary. And these are guys that are well educated, that we thought could be able to transform the country.
Man, John, it has turned out to be a disappointment, man. But thank you very much, John. This is quite frustrating. I mean, we can't phantom how did we end up this way. Good morning. Morning, sir. Owusu, go ahead.
I really want to know the way our people running away now, and the company that was just what will be the income of the country?
I all gotta go to Bagaho, go ask him. He's the one we get the country to rescue the country. So when we finish, we'll go there, we'll ask him probably what is the income for the country. Thank you very much. Good morning. I can't answer president question. That I mean writing a 2.something million bulletproof car. Let's hear you, my friend. Yeah, money. Let's hear you. Go ahead.
Thank you very much once again for your dedication to your nation. This is the common board chairman. I'm POP really enjoying from Sokoto to show. You see them say Canada begin at home and end abroad. And in my own you say when the Rasta city in the country the hospital again Leonara on the go they carry abroad. In this case, that's what happened. What kind including Thomas Fala, including Yomari, now they still well at Brentford. Actually, if you can remember, this is the guy that used 400,000 I can build a house. You know the renovation office, man? Hey, you know the renovation office? That the same thing they did there. Use DK Enterprise to steal the gold and diamond for in the poor water. Instead of coming clear and coming straight to the Brentford and being, you know, fair and telling us that we stole from the people told us there, they don't want to do it. They're lying in their lies. They are lying in the Brentford place here. We told in the Brentford that only I can take really good and feel so water instead of more money. It's not incredible man. Therefore, it should not be giving a whim of power. And they said to all, they don't agree with all. They said they agree with Baka. Now Baka is there.
Okay.
He's told for us. Now he's sitting for the people for Guinea. And sadly, we are seeing the consequences after they make his place.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's take Swa on the WhatsApp. Good morning.
Yeah, Abu.
Yes.
Good morning,
yes,
my
sir.
dear brother.
Morning.
This thing, Abu, some of us, we were not too deep in politics at that time, but we were analyzing that Boakai is not a leader we're supposed to put in power in this modern age. People doubted it. They say, oh, the people are looking like maybe they want to keep George we are in power. If you hate George, we are too much as like we got all the young people who think faster in it.
Yeah, Mr. Kumi.
People who think, yes. Alexander Kumi is there. Clarence, I call him one brilliant guy to us there. We have Will Jones there.
Kumi, they're not presidential material. You gotta start running for representative.
Yeah, all of those things.
Yeah, but
We expected these things. Buakai, the problem are there. Buakai, my brother. This is my disappointment. Buakai, for ya.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed in Buakai and his self-citizens from Dofa. How can you do that? How can you compromise your territory?
You won't say that thing in Kisi? Are you a Kisi man? You won't say in Kisi that I am disappointed?
No. I'm a Nima. Anything that had Nima. You can't do it. Nima leaders will not say that happy.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, my brother. But it is elaborate thing now. It's not necessary. It's not one kind of. But if this is the position of the government, we just have to respect it and then remain the confines of the law. But it's disappointing. Good morning. Let's hear you.
Good morning again, Abu, and good morning to all peace loving Nigerians who are in tune. This is God's help for the record.
30 seconds.
Abu,
go ahead.
Abu, let me say this: suspending the company is not anything. There are government officials and other operators of government who have been linked to this company, this BK company.
But they say that's what the investigation will unveil now. They are investigating. But at least they should know the ownership.
Yes. In the meantime, what I think investigators should be going to the business registry to see the company's registration, those linked with the company, and how they are connected with the people being suspected of having involvement in the operation of that company. Because most of the officials of government, even the interest of, or how you call it, conflict of interest, or in the wake of conflict of interest, are using their position to using other people to front for their businesses.
Okay.
What they said in the back end is support the entities or whatsoever.
Okay, Gossip, thank you very much. Simply put, collect all the mineral the guys mine out of the play. You divide it 50-50, get a kilometer and then finish. Morning.
Morning, Abu, and very morning to the many listeners tuning to the broadcast. Abu, this is David King, and I join you from my residence this morning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Abu, this is a late service to the Nigerian people. Mr. Buakai is not being clear with us. The Buakai had told the Nigerian people so many lies. Even during the state of detention address, he lied to the Nigerian people. So, this other one that is happening now with the people mirror issue, I think the Buakai need to be clear. You need to tell us the reason why these things are happening. It is because his hands have been caught in a cooking jar. He is part and parcel of what Hello transpire in Lufa. He cannot say he's not aware. If he's not aware, then there's a need that he brings those people who are the culprit of what transpired over there. Still, we got Guineans on our side, sitting here and asking all of the questions. So, Mr. Buakai, for me, I know him to not be a sincere person. The people have always said he's sincere, he's transparent. I'm not saying that transparency. Because if the old man could get a medical sound water to drink to make it fat.
Derek King, let them just investigate who the owner of BK Enterprise will know who transparent, who not transparent will know.
BK Enterprise is owned by the son of Mr. Buakai, which is President Nimake. President Akila Nimake, in collaboration and liaison with Thomas Fala, they are the one who are the custodian of this company.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let me hold you there. The costs are in the Junes because this is about Liberia, our land, and all that is going. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. Abu, I call you from UGS. My name is Musa Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Abu, yeah. I mean, our country is in a distress. look, Alata, even though I'm not too good, but feeling too good, but Alata, and I'm thinking about Liberia. What kind of leadership do Liberia have? Imagine Liberia is facing crisis of such where armed men are crossing and telling our armed people, security forces, before you talk to her, you go put your gun down and come back. Yesterday, Guinea violated the airspace of Liberia by international law. Just after our president went, took our money, got in charter flight, flew to Guinea, and came back with nothing. Abu, look at the video of President Boakai, President Dumuya, President Bayo. When they were walking out of the hall, Abu Akotola said it to people. When you overlook yourself, when you're too greedy, you want everything, people overlook you, they don't respect you, Abu. Dumuya, Bio and President Baga were walking outside. Look at that video carefully. You will find out that Dumuya took his hand out of his gun pocket, the gun he was wearing. He put something in Baga, he grabbed Baga hand and put something in his hand. And Baga slid in his pocket.
Oh, really?
Hey man, Abu, you see that video?
No, I see that one.
When they were walking out of the hall,
yeah.
Them,
So the metal something in a gun pocket.
Yes. Abu, please send me your WhatsApp. I will send you the video. You will find out that the man took something out of his pocket when 3 of them were walking outside. He put it in Baga and put a slide in his pocket.
Yeah, in your pocket, the policeman can operate.
Right. Exactly. To the glory of God.
I want to see that video. I want to see that video.
Send me your WhatsApp. If I will send it to you, you will see it.
Yeah.
You will call me back.
But you can send it on the WhatsApp too. I will see it.
Okay, I will send it. I will send it on the WhatsApp. Look, Abu is shameful. When you're too greedy. Look, Baka is so much greedy to the extent that you don't respect anything. You don't even want to have dignity. Now the boys in the government do anything they want. And they go to tell you rubbish and you accept it. Our territory has been violated. The representative of that district is the deputy speaker. When the tension was going on, when the boys were holding up their collages to defend the territory, our deputy speaker was ordering the sergeant of arms to go and bring Gafuan to tell you how you will get a gas leaf.
Change the whole debate. But
are we serious, my people?
But thank you.
When those serious things are happening,
thank you, Musa.
It's supposed to be security meetings.
They 1 year what you say
the
police people thing happening there. We need to see that thing. Thank you. Let me tell somebody, but Musa, thank you very much, man. Thank you. Okay, Haji Ba, let's hear you, my man.
Salaam alaikum, my dear brother.
Wa alaikum salam. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I just want to make a few points. I mean, it's so sad that this kind of thinking happening in the wrongs of Liberians, and out of a sudden, up to now, the person who wronged Guinea, the government and the president cannot take action, and they know that yes, indeed, they are wrong. You understand? Why it takes
we know who wrong here. We know who wrong who here though. Just saying who suspended the company. So I don't know what you mean by wrong somebody.
What I mean wrong is the river don't belong to Liberia alone.
No, we know, we see anything from our side. Like Guinea people saying that, but we haven't seen. That's what we're asking our government to show the document. Do they agree with what Guinea say? If they agree, they got to tell us finally. So actually, review of our history and the record shows that.
Let me tell you why I would say they agree. Because for the fact that the president will leave Liberia and go to Guinea, and they didn't tell you the reason why the Guineans intruded in Liberia. For our own side, for them to come and tell us why the reason. Because that is a question the president is supposed to be asking the Guinean government. Why is it that your military men crossed the border and came to our area and hosted the flag? What is the root cause? For the fact that they didn't tell the Liberian people that, hey, This is the reason why you saw military men crossing the border and come here. Shows that they agree to the Guineans because they signed a memorandum of understanding immediately. Okay. Why any reason? Why anything? So that make me to tell you, yes, indeed, they agree.
Okay.
Okay. That's the fact that they agree because Liberia. Did the president inform you why he went to Guinea for? Apart from coming back from Guinea and tell you, say, oh, he signed a memorandum of understanding that Guinea and Liberia and Sierra Leone will work together in doing bolo patrol and other stuff. Apart from that, we didn't get any reason.
Okay. Okay,
and that is to show you up. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So that means we will appoint Baby Boy and Austin Kawa to go redraw the border, to go redraw the map. Good morning, let's hear you.
Morning, President Abu Sherry.
Morning.
Good morning to our actual Liberians. My name is Robertson, and I joined this educated conversations for the community where people are still fighting water for the Guineans and basically at the rivers at the center of Moravia. Today we're crying.
Go ahead,
today we're crying. The day where our lawmakers fighting the water legislature. So quickly, let me say, President, thank you for the talking point on the discussion. You see, the incident that took place in Liberia and our Guinea, Bolo, it is unprecedented. President, let me tell you, you see, that big example, that is Baka Kwali. And Baka Kwali is a nephew to Mr. Baka. And even the 10 million house that Mr. Baka is building for you, BK is the one that building a project for him. So you see, when they use the machine in the people water, in fact, they left out water, they were draining the people water, they drain the people land. That's what made the people angry. So ban arms, but we expect Mr. Baka to defeat them. But one thing,
Thank God nobody died in the process. Thank God nobody died. Because the government, the BB boy in the government said not even taking the thing serious. All the thing on, right? Jeremiah Kun is having big head about birthday party. Jeremiah Kun. Imagine the people who took an oath to defend the territorial integrity of the country. While we hurting our head, we say, oh, we hero. Oh, the poor coming here, the men celebrating big head about birthday party in the country. Y'all get a kind of boy, you're enjoying, they are flexing. When the minister are ready, they can go Sierra Leone. They take the catering and TDT far, they go there, they enjoy themselves in the country money, they come back. Talking about old people coming in the country, Jeremiah Kunte, whole crew, they went Ganta, they having P. When you see the party, the era, P had about fee, more than SKD, they post something there, all kind of cheering. They kept musical man training, the many party eating show anywhere. They're chilling. That all kind of money, the country money. But again, we just go. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Good morning. You're the last caller.
This is Agent G. I'm calling from Rototown. Look.
It's too insensitive. Even as we speak now, the citizens are having mattresses on their head. The vice president celebrating birthday party in the face of emergency. Go ahead, Jesse G.
Abu, let me tell you the real truth over the whole thing.
Go ahead.
If you don't say money or good money or water, President Jumia of Guinea is looking at Nigeria with different eyes. You know, Sunday night, there was a Guinea who was on the air on one of the local radio stations. He speaks English fluently. He said he resigned in New Jersey, in America. He was so opposition to Jumuya. He said it outright. 8 years of easy trial. They are doing everything. Jumuya is looking at our country that anytime rebel activity will cross and go to Guinea. They are crossing, they are trying.
Yeah, that can be another thing to look at. I got a lot of things in my phone with regard to that one. But thank you, Joseph G. Right, these things are all about. I like to discuss, matters. We can jump from day one to the other one. So let's focus on the one. I know there's been a lot of concern, especially with that. When the news came up about that Fula security thing, right? Yeah, it was also interpreted in the Guinean cycle in some ways, all of that, yes. But right now, let's talk about the people who go pull dress machine on the river and were taking them. Let it bring all that. Let's see the minerals they were taken from there. But folks, we gotta go, man. Time is fast spent. Many thanks to all of you who followed, joined, and of course participated on the show this morning. This is how we like to wind the curtain on this Wednesday morning edition of the nation's premier breakfast platform, the Freedom Money Rise and Freedom 87.9. Then we'll see you tomorrow. My name is Abu. Do have a wonderful time. Bye-bye.
What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you raping our women.